So real fast, the previous video I mentioned we had some new land because my parents had been knocking on some landowners' doors to ask for permission to hunt. That is something that my parents have always done. So I'm gonna let Rich from Raw Outdoor Adventures talk a little bit about that, why they do it, and what they look for when they're looking for some new land. So first up, why do we knock on landowners' doors?
Well, we knock on the doors because it's the right thing to do, and it's not much fun hunting looking over your shoulders or your back, wondering who's going to catch you or tell you to get off. It's hard to find the landowners. That's the biggest trick. It's a lot of work, a lot of going out a lot of nights and not getting nobody, a lot of phone calls, which I hate doing it over the phone. It's harder to get permission that way. It's harder for them to read who you are and what you're about. But why we do it, or that's why we do it, but and how, I try to put land together. Obviously we're looking for turkey or deer. Right now it's turkey, and I'm trying to put land together with other land. If I have 200 acres, I'm looking for the 100 to 200 to 500 acres on top of it to add to it. Then I'm looking for the 300 off from that. Then I'm looking for the 200 off that. And it might sound like, wow, you're a game hog. No, not at all. Any turkey hunter would probably tell you, you need a lot of land for turkeys. It's not like a 5-acre woodlot that you can shoot a deer in. Turkeys move a lot, and through the season they have different needs. The first week they're here, the second week they're here, and it might move off that 200-acre to get, and it might be on the 300-acre beside it. So if you can put land together, or if you shoot a turkey one morning, you're looking to go to the next, or if you scare one morning, or someone busts them, or another hunter shoots one, you're looking to find the next turkey as quick as you can. The more land you got for turkeys, the better. And a lot of the land, these landowners will tell you, I have a lot of good relationships with a lot of landowners, and they seem to like us on the land. We're watching their land for them, and a lot of them will tell you they didn't even see me this year, because a lot of times we end up not hunting them all. How can you hunt them all? But that's how and why we do it. And obviously some years are better than others on some of them farms. Sometimes it doesn't pan out on several farms, so you're looking for the ones that are hot that year.
Do you knock on landowners every year, even if you have permission?
Yes and no. There's some landowners you can read. Some are way more personable than others, and the relationships are even stronger, and they want you to knock on the door. They like you to knock on the door. We can hunt all this. They like you to knock on the door because they like seeing you. There's a lot of landowners that I knock on a door and we'll be there for an hour to 2 hours. They'll have us in, they'll sit us down, we'll have a drink. And it's just people that don't get to see a lot of other people. They like it. I give a lot of syrup out. We give a lot of venison out. I'm doing some work for one now. And anything I can do for them, for what they do for us, the memories that I have with my kids and my wife and family that I hunt with, it's invaluable. And without these landowners, unless you have the 1,000, 5,000 acres, without these landowners, it wouldn't be happening for me, and it wouldn't be happening for most people. You gotta knock. You should knock. But there is some you don't have to every year. But even them ones, it's every couple years, and you can normally read it, or they'll tell you, one or the other, that they want to know every year. And matter of fact, we just knocked on one earlier.
Earlier today.
I don't like doing it this late, but this one goes to Arizona all winter, and he just got back. So after work today, Lainey and I stopped up and talked to him today.
Do you knock on posted, unposted, any land?
I knock on it all. You know what? It's posted. A lot of times the posted land, they'll have people hunting it or family, and I get a lot of that. And I wish them the best of luck, and I don't want to interfere with them people. I'm glad they're hunting their land, and I try to find land without other hunters, because for one, it's harder to hunt with other people. You don't know what they're doing, where they are, or how they're hunting, and you don't want to disturb them, and they don't want to be disturbed. But the posted land, a lot of people, we've gone on posted land. They just want to know who's on it and why, what you're doing, where you're coming in from, where you're parking, what you drive. So just because it's posted, you can't mind getting a couple no's, because nowadays it's getting harder. You're going to get more no's now than you did before, but you'll still get on land if you're putting yourself out there. Kind of like going on a date. You ask enough, you'll get one.
Moral of the story, if you don't have your own land to hunt, if you're hunting on anyone else's land, one, in most places, depending on if it's posted or not, obviously you have to legally ask for permission. And two, even if you don't legally have to, it's the right thing to do. Whether for peace of mind for the landowners, to make sure you know what their expectations are, and even who's going to be hunting on the land. That way you have an idea. If the land's already being overhunted, if they already say they have a ton of family who hunts and they say you have permission, you might not even care to go there. So make sure you ask.